Hey everyone, so I'm going through this book called The Happiness Advantage, and I highly recommend it. One central thing that it constantly talks about is mindset and perspectives that you can change and cultivate that will affect your happiness. One thing mentioned in this book, and I don't know if it's true because it is a little bit extreme, but it says that only 10% of your happiness is caused by your environment, which means 90% is created within yourself, regardless of the environment. And so it has a lot of scientific studies showing why this is and explaining it. And I want to give you guys one specific scientific study in this video just to demonstrate how interesting this is. So basically, what they did was they interviewed a bunch of people with a whole range of professions, from janitors to doctors and so forth. And they found that, first off, people categorize their job in three big buckets. One is a job, second is a career, and the third is a calling. A job is just a job. They do it for the money, and that's it. A career is for the money and as well as for something more, perhaps making achieving things and rising in the workforce, rising up the ladder, or making results and achievements. And finally, a calling is self-explanatory. They're doing it because it serves a higher purpose, or it serves an actual end. The job in itself is an end. So what exactly did they find? Well, they found that no matter the career, oftentimes people split into these three categories almost evenly. So janitors, some of them viewed it as a calling, whereas others viewed it as a job. And the same thing occurred for higher achieving professions like doctors, and again, some viewed it as just a job for the money and others viewed it as a calling. Now, what is interesting about this is obviously the fact that some jobs that would seem lower class or just incapable of becoming a calling, here you have janitors and people like this who are actually viewing them as a calling. So what does this mean? Basically, it means that you can change your mindsets and perspectives and maybe work on what you can do with this job, maybe add more to this job, or change your perspectives to create something where you are actually making this job into a calling. Obviously, there's other ways of achieving this, which is one, finding a better job or something more suited to naturally how you would describe it as a calling. But the other thing may just be the fact that you are not giving it a chance and changing your perspectives, especially when it's a job that you cannot change around. So that's essentially what the book recommends. It recommends that if your job is something that cannot be easily changed or transferred, you can start rewiring your perspectives and mindsets and looking to see if you can add more to this job or do more, or just change how you do things to make it into a calling. So for instance, like a janitor, for instance, what you can do is see if you can start viewing this as something that is adding to your community, contributing to your community, and maybe start adding some more stuff in how you socialize with the people and community around you to brighten people's day. So you can see this. I'm sure you'll see it if you see two different janitors with these two different mindsets walking down the same street. The one who's doing better, he probably is talking to everyone, socializing, perhaps making them happy, engaging with them, being more friendly, open, spreading positivity, because perhaps he has decided that one of the callings he has as a janitor is not just to clean the place but also produce social change. And what does this end up creating? Higher happiness for yourself, greater social engagement, and perhaps making other people's day better. So again, that's just my quick summarization of this book. I highly recommend you guys check it out for yourself. If I remember, I'll leave a link in the description, maybe a little annotation somewhere in this video. But Again, this is just a quick summarization. Perhaps I oversimplify some things, and therefore you should check out the book yourself and see what it's really talking about. I'll see you guys later. And, oh yeah, and again, I'm not giving it a 5 out of 5 stars, but it is at least a decent 4 out of 5 stars so far, and definitely worth checking out. It's not perfect, but it's still pretty good. See you guys later in my next video. Thanks for watching.